Shun Yi announced that the contest for the president and vice president seats would start in a moment. She would take the students to the great performance martial arts field. She explained that the responsibilities of the class president were heavy, requiring enough patience and a sense of responsibility, but noted that it could also improve one's workability. She added that students could fight there to their heart's content, and that the one who survived until the very end would become the class president, with the two runner-ups becoming vice presidents. Shun Yi highlighted that the class president had a higher chance of making it into the inner court, and that nearly all the elders of the Sea Deity's pavilion were past class presidents or vice presidents. Tang Wulin realized that he had to fight for this position and recognized that wisdom was even more important than strength, understanding that this was not merely a test of individual strength. Shun Yi said that they had 15 minutes to prepare, and that they could also form groups. Wulin told Jixi and Xiaoyan to go make another group. They both agreed. The classmates were strangers at first, but soon became friendly. Wulin thought that there must be much attention if the four of them acted together, making it easy to be targeted by others. If they wanted to take full advantage of the ensuing chaos, first they had to take the heat off themselves. Xu Xiaoyan asked them if she could join their group because she didn't want to be class president. She was just afraid of getting hurt. Tang, with a blush on his face, said yes. A boy approached Wulin and asked if he was really a fourth-rank blacksmith. Wulin confirmed that he was. The boy then suggested they team up, introducing himself as Yang Nianxia, a power-type soul master whose martial soul was the Dustgold Bear. Wulin considered that the Dustgold Bear was a variant of the Dustgold Dreadclaw Bear, renowned as the most powerful bear-type martial soul, and thought Yang would be an excellent comrade. Wulin welcomed him to the team, introducing himself as a control-type soul master, and his companion Gu Yue as an elemental-type soul master. Yang asked if there were any ideas about what they should do later, admitting that he wasn't very good at strategizing and inquiring about their specialties. Wulin responded that it was quite simple. He explained that all Yang needed to do was focus on displaying his abilities, assuring him that the rest would be handled by himself and Gu Yue. Wulin stated that he would pull people to Yang, who would then bear them up, while Gu Yue would be in charge of ranged attacks and supporting them. Shun Yi instructed everyone to follow her. She explained that in just a moment, they would all enter an illusory world similar to the Spirit Ascension platform. Each person could choose whichever world they wanted to enter. After entering, they would find themselves in a forest with small boundaries, so they would quickly encounter each other. Shun Yi advised that if anyone wanted to be near companions, they should enter eggs that were near each other. He reminded them not to forget to buckle their seatbelts once inside their cabins. Wulin thought that studying at Shrek Academy might mean they no longer needed to visit the Spirit Ascension platform, and could instead come here for actual combat training. They all arrived in the other world. They were inside a forest. Wulin thought he had to find a place to hide. The boundaries of this forest were not too big, so he would quickly encounter others. He decided to hide first and then monitor the situation. But then, all of a sudden, Yang shouted, asking where Wulin and Gu Yue were. Wulin was startled and frustrated by his stupid move. He decided to watch what would happen. Yang's voice attracted an enemy. He attacked him from behind. He started strangling him. Wulin wondered what Yang would do, but then he started to expand his body. He quickly grew to a height of 250 centimeters. He grabbed the attacker by the foot and smashed him into the ground. Wulin was impressed by Yang's abilities, but then he started shouting again, and Wulin wondered why he kept doing that. His voice attracted another group. The leader of the group asked why he was shouting. He told her that he was looking for his teammates. She said he should just withdraw right then, as the position of class president was already hers. She ordered her teammates Zheng Long and Zheng Hu to attack him. They both started strangling him. Wulin was unsure if Yang could beat them because they likely hailed from a family of position-attributed martial souls. As the two were about to land the finishing blow, Yang smiled, grabbed one boy by his foot and smashed him and his friend into the ground. The girl was shocked by how easily he was able to defeat her teammates. The girl attacked him. She wrapped herself around Yang and constricted him, but then a dark gold light emerged from Yang which blocked the girl's attack. Both of them were not ready to give up. Yang was consuming a lot of soul power because of the state he was in. Wulin wondered how long he could hold on, but then Gu Yue jumped in and froze the girl, saving Yang. He thanked her for helping him. He asked Gu Yue what they should do now. She replied that he was doing well just now and should continue. He mentioned that his soul power would run out. She responded that it was his problem and wished him good luck before saying she would hide first. Wulin wondered where Gu Yue was going because she should have found him, but to his surprise, she already knew where he was and she appeared right beside him. Yang was frustrated that she had disappeared so fast. She started shouting her name. Gu Yue asked Wulin why he was so calm. He told her that he believed Yang could handle himself, but then the two were attacked from behind by two boys. Wulin already knew that they were there, and he made quick work of them. He said that Gu Yue was still Gu Yue. The shot was clean and neat. Gu Yue replied not to praise her, saying it was obviously his plan. She noted that two of them were agility-type soul masters who could hide so well and asked how he could notice. He responded that it was because they had reliable partners, and looking back quietly, that person was behind. Hiding in the bushes, ZC was spying on them. Yang then finally managed to find the two. He told them to keep watch for him because he needed to recover his soul power. While he was recovering, Wu Lin decided to explore the surrounding situation. From the control room, Shun Yi and Wu Jiankong were watching what was happening. Shun Yi asked Wu Jiankong who he thought would become the class president. He answered that it would be Wu Lin. Shun Yi was surprised and questioned this, pointing out that several other new students were stronger than him. She wondered if Wu Lin really had a chance against those students. Wu Jiankong explained that it wasn't Wu Lin's strength would allow him to win, but his character. He believed that Wu Lin had the temperament of a leader that he had never seen before. Shun Yi was skeptical and asked if he wasn't exaggerating. Wu Jiankong admitted that it had taken him 3 years to uncover Wu Lin's qualities and advantages. He noted that while Wu Lin might seem heartless, he never hesitated to help when his comrades were in danger. His situational awareness was above that of his peers, and his charisma united those around him, making them willingly accept his commands. Shun Yi decided to sit back and observe, awaiting an excellent performance from Wu Lin. In the forest, Wu Lin told everyone to be careful because he sensed that someone was coming. A boy who was a tiger-type martial soul was badly injured and was running from someone. Wu Lin thought who could have done such a thing as the tiger-type martial soul was very powerful. The boy was attacked from behind by a boy with a very menacing dark purple aura. The boy tried to fight back, but he didn't even scratch him. The other boy came closer and stepped on his wing. The boy desperately pleaded that they join hands, but the other boy didn't listen. He finished him off with one move and left with his teammates. The three witnessed everything. Yang Nianxia recognized him. He was from Bright City, and his name was Shu Yucheng. Shu Yucheng was super famous in Bright City and was from the Imperial Sun Moon Soul Engineer Academy. Yang had heard he was nicknamed Immortal Shu Yucheng. Although Shu Yucheng had 4 rings, none of them had reached the 1,000-year spirit soul level. This was because the demon scythe was so powerful it began devouring the soul master's body. As a result, his body was so frail he didn't dare fuse with a 1,000-year spirit soul yet. In fact, having that many 100-year soul rings was impressive for his situation. He wasn't just the strongest student under 15 at the Imperial Sun Moon Soul Engineering Academy, which had over 10,000 years of history. Yang had even heard that back then they stood toe-to-toe with Shrek Academy. Wu Lin thought that from the situation just now, it wasn't an easy task to defeat immortal Shu Yucheng. Wu Lin asked Yang if he thought he could withstand Shu Yucheng's attack. Yang responded that he could probably endure for a short while. He added that if they faced Shu Yucheng, he would be the vanguard to keep him occupied while Gu Yue attacked from a distance. Wu Lin suggested that Yang should be the captain of their team because he was strong and experienced. He proposed that if they lasted until the end, Yang should be class president, and they would be his vice presidents. Yang agreed, assuring them that he would definitely protect them both. Wu Lin then asked Yang what they should do next. Yang replied that the class president should be the strongest in the class, emphasizing that strength was paramount. He urged them to get going. Wu Lin instructed Gu Yue to follow Yang. Yang ordered them to stop because there was a team of 7 there. Yang was nervous when he saw the leader of the team. He told the two that they should avoid them and let the other teams weaken them first. Judging by Yang's face, Wu Lin thought that the opponent in front of them would be difficult to deal with. They then spotted Xu Xiaoyan with the other team. At the same time, CC had been following Wu Lin's team from a distance. Wu Lin mentioned that he knew the girl, Xu Xiaoyan, from the Sky Sea Alliance. She had an Ice Staff Martial Soul and was an Ice Attribute Controller. He did not recognize any of the others. Yang then explained that he only knew about the center guy, who was very annoying to deal with, maybe even more so than immortal Shu Yucheng. Though not as powerful as Shu Yucheng, this person was a control-type soul master and always had a group of teammates around him. He was from Heaven Dew City named Luo Guixing and had 3 soul rings. His most noteworthy quality was his spiritual power, having already reached the Spirit Sea realm. In addition, he was a space element-type soul master, and considering his ability, he shouldn't have any problems entering the inner court. Wu Lin noted that he shared the same element type as Gu Yue. Yang added that Luo Guixing also had a nickname, Shackler. Both Shackler Luo Guixing and immortal Shu Yucheng were top geniuses of their generation. The girl that Gu Yue helped Yang defeat a while back was also quite famous. Her name was Zheng Yiran, a poison-type soul master with the martial soul of the Jade Phosphorus Snake Emperor, also known as Jade Snake Zheng Yiran. Yang asked if they had heard of the Continental Rankings. They had no idea. He explained that the Continental Rankings were a series of rankings specially curated by the Spirit Pagoda for Soul Masters. The Continental Rankings were divided into several smaller lists. The main one was the Duluo Continent Ranking, which listed the top 100 battle armor masters in order. There were many other rankings as well, such as those for blacksmiths, mecha designers, makers, and mechanics. Additionally, there was the Genius Youths ranking. The requirements to enter the Genius Youths ranking were that only those 18 and under could have their names listed there, with their talent, strength, secondary profession, and soul power all assessed. There were 30 spots on that list altogether. Of these 30 slots, the majority were held by students of Shrek Academy, and of those Shrek students, 7 were under 15 years old. At rank 17 was Luo Guiqing, at rank 19 was Shu Yu Cheng, and at rank 30 was Jade Snake Zheng Yiran. Wu Lin asked Yang if he was part of that 7, noting his strength. Yang responded that he had just made it onto the list, ranked 27, and that everyone called him Yang Nianxia Dark Bear. Wu Lin thought the nickname suited him, noting that Yang was cunning and could hide it well. Yang then mentioned that among those under the age of 15 on the Genius Youths ranking, one person even made the top 10. This person ranked 9 and seemed to be in their class. Her name was Wu Siduo, the highest-ranked person among the new students. He wasn't sure how they compared in strength, but he knew she was from Star Luo City and had 4,000-year-old soul rings. She was so powerful that she was praised as a once-in-a-century genius in Star Luo City and was likely to reach the top of the Genius Youths ranking by the time she turned 18. Additionally, she was a 4th-rank mecha designer, which Yang found truly amazing. Wu Lin then asked if Wu Siduo had a nickname too, and Yang replied that her nickname was Hell Wu Siduo. Wu Lin thought that if Gu Yue revealed her full might, she would make it far on that prestigious list. Then all of a sudden an announcement was made stating that only 48 students remained, and that the combat zone would be reduced by 50%. This announcement shocked everyone. Wu Lin told Gu Yue to hold his hand. Many people started appearing. Wu Lin asked Yang what they should do next. Yang had a plan. He started telling other people that they should team up to beat Luo. A girl agreed to join their team. Luo's team members asked him what they should do as the other teams were joining forces. He told him that they had nothing to fear. A boy attacked the two, but he was quickly dealt with by Luo's teammate. The girl decided to fight Luo's team alone. The team was amazed upon seeing her 4 purple soul rings. Yang realized that she was Wu Siduo. She was about to land a hit on Luo but had to pull back because his teammate shot at her. One of his teammates attacked her with a 1,000-year soul skill pull. His attack did no damage to her. She passed right through it. With a menacing blue light in her eyes, she attacked and knocked on 2 people. Luo raised his hand and made a shield. He wondered what Siduo would do now, but then she raised her hand and a dark aura formed a sword around it. She charged a powerful attack and cut through the shield. This move shocked everyone. Luo and Siduo were now face to face. Xu Xiaoyan used her ice powers and froze Siduo in place. She didn't know what martial soul that was. She was getting pulled towards a boy who was ready to finish her, but then Wu Lin stepped in and stopped her by using a rope. Luo ordered his teammates to continue attacking. Siduo was about to get hit, but then Yang and Gu Yue came to help her. Gu Yue stopped the fireballs using her powers. Wu Lin pulled Siduo back and caught her. This made Gu Yue a little jealous. Wu Lin told her that he would support her, so she just had to concentrate on fighting. Wu Lin attacked the boy with a shield with a blue-silver impaling array. He managed to block his attack, but then he was attacked from behind by Yang. He was about to finish him, but he disappeared. It turned out that Luo had teleported him away. Wu Lin noticed that 2 people were missing. They were about to attack Gu Yue. Wu Lin told Gu Yue to watch her back. She managed to save herself by forming a barrier around herself. Wu Lin remarked that Luo Guixing's ability was really amazing, and that he was also very good at tactical deployment. Gu Yue asked what they should do next. Wu Lin suggested that they watch for changes first. One of Luo's team members wondered why they hadn't come out and asked if they had run away. Luo responded that they were definitely waiting for their next move and decided to get rid of their barrier. One of his team members made a giant fiery bird, but before she could attack, Siduo jumped in and saved them. Siduo started attacking them. Their barriers were barely stopping her. She was meeting force with force. She was about to land a finishing blow to Luo, but Xu Xiaoyan managed to save him by throwing an ice spear towards her using her ice powers. Luo acknowledged her help. Siduo smiled, which confused Luo. She used some kind of tiger claw powers to attack them. Luo noted that she had twin martial souls. She grabbed one team member by the head, but he was saved by Luo. She then charged at the Firebird. Luo realized that the Firebird had no way to bar her path, so he saved his teammate by teleporting her, but then Yang attacked them from behind. He was stopped by a boy with red hair, but Wu Lin saved him. He thanked Wu Lin and punched the boy to the ground. Luo was in denial, seeing that his team had lost half its members, and the opponent's team had not lost a single person. If the fight continued like this, they would soon lose. He decided to retreat. He ordered his teammates to enter the space portal, but then as a team member was about to enter, He noticed that something was wrong with the portal. He told her to stop. His teammates wondered what was wrong with his portal. Luo wondered how his soul skill could be cracked, but then his portal turned black and started sucking his teammate in. He was also sucked in by the portal, and then the portal disappeared.